Should coaches who let fights go on for too long be given prison time? Now, on the surface, this seems really difficult to enforce because at the end of the day, it's difficult to say when is a fight going on for too long, and oftentimes fighters can seem absolutely fine before they collapse and have serious problems. But there have been cases where where the trainers have basically shown absolutely no intention of ever stopping the fight, and that they were aware that their fighter was susceptible to head injuries. So, in the WBC rules, if you are stopped in a fight, then you're not allowed to fight for 6 months. If this happens to a fighter in training camp, then their coach really needs to pull them from the fight and, protect them from themselves. Nick Blackwell, after his fight with Chris Eubank Jr., his coaches still allowed him to spar, and he ended up injuring his head even worse. Now, to me, yes, it's going to be difficult to enforce this, but there are cases where we can prove beyond a reasonable doubt that the coach did not really care for the safety of the fighter. And to me, there is no better example of this than Malik Scott when he was the coach for Deontay Wilder in his third fight with Tyson Fury. After that fight, Malik Scott said a few very telling things. He said that only 2 fighters he's ever met who really meant it when they said they'd rather die in the ring than be stopped, and that's Deontay Wilder and Antonio Margarito. He also said that had Wilder died, then that fight that would have got about 100 million views on YouTube. Well, it's irrelevant what Deontay Wilder actually wanted, and it's irrelevant what people want to see on YouTube. Your job is to look after the fighter. Surely in this situation there's plenty of evidence to prosecute Malik Scott because he never had any intention of stopping that fight, no matter the condition Wilder was in. He can talk about body language all he wants. Yeah, Deontay Wilder does have tired body language, but you can't tell me in that third fight that Deontay Wilder shouldn't have been stopped several rounds before. Mark Breland in the second Fury fight, he did the right thing stopping it, and let me tell you, that towel came in a couple rounds too late. This comes in the light of the fact that Don Charles was the corner for Derek Chisora yesterday. Derek Chisora's mum was only happy for Don Charles and nobody else to coach her son because she thought that he would look after him and cared about his health. At least in the second Fury fight, Don Charles did his job and actually stopped the fight. In the third one, none of that to be seen after Derek Chisora has taken so much punishment over the years. I don't want to see Chisora becoming punch drunk, but his speech doesn't seem right, his reflexes are gone. This is just a quick video, but I think in certain cases that we have evidence beyond reasonable doubt that fighters, their coaches had no intention of ever stopping fights and didn't care about the safety of the fighter, that there should be some legal repercussions to prevent this from happening. But tell me what you think, and tell me examples where you think that coaches should potentially face legal repercussions, and the same with referees. Coaches and referees should, in my view, face legal repercussions. Tell me what you think. I'm a little bit rusty after having a few months off from doing this, but you have yourself a good day, and thank you very much.